This is Obama's EPA's $68 billion assault on the Rust Belt by Maria Jeffrey over at Conservative Review. While the 2016 dumpster fire raged during the past couple of weeks, the Obama administration's focus was on seizing land by executive fiat and tightening the chokehold on the coal industry in an effort to combat so-called climate change. 2 weeks ago, Obama seized more than, and I've told you about this, 500,000 miles off the coast of Hawaii by executive fiat to, quote, save and study fragile ecosystem threatened by climate change, unquote. He then traveled to China for the G20 summit, where he said the U.S. would ratify the Paris Climate Change Agreement, meaning Obama would sign it. With the White House referring to the Paris Climate Change Agreement as an executive agreement and not a treaty, which it is, the Senate doesn't get a chance to debate the agreement and reject it or accept it on behalf of the American people. Of course, it's unconstitutional. And then it got even worse. Last Wednesday, the Environmental Protection Agency finalized updates to the so-called cross-state air pollution rule to crack down on nitrogen oxide. That is, nitrogen oxide emissions being carried east via the wind from power plants. Coal power plants, in particular, produce nitrogen oxide. The rule targets 22 states, many in the suffering Rust Belt. The EPA predicts that, quote, in 2017, this rule and other changes already underway in the power sector will help cut ozone season's nitrogen oxide emissions by 80,000 tons, a 20% reduction from 2015. Meanwhile, the agency admits that the implementation of this rule will cost $68 billion. A closer look at how the compliance costs were calculated shows $68 billion was found in 2011 dollars, meaning the real compliance costs are going to be more than that. That's a staggering amount of money, and it's par for the course for the Obama EPA. Since 2009 January, when Obama took office, the EPA has issued nearly 4,000 new rules that have carried compliance costs into hundreds of billions of dollars. And now American households are suffering. The EPA's war on coal and carbon emissions has resulted in the loss of nearly 50,000 jobs in just 4 years, so reports the Daily Signal. And the new EPA rule will hasten the demise of coal in America. It's all according to plan. You'll remember what Obama said in 2008 to the San Francisco Chronicle Electoral Board, per Politico. If somebody wants to build a coal-fired power plant, they can. It's just that it will bankrupt them. Under the Obama EPA, we come closer to that scenario every day. This is just incredible what's happened to the presidency and how this works now. Nationalizing oceans, nationalizing land masses, destroying businesses, obviously pretending he's doing it for pollution purposes and so forth. It's just incredible how this country has changed from a constitutional republic to something else. It just is.